Hello, Matthew Armstrong here on day 5 of my water fast. Just completed day 5 and feeling good. No detox symptoms today at all, apart from just not having a whole lot of energy. I didn't feel like I could go for a run or anything, or I didn't feel up to doing a pile of work or whatever. But apart from that, feeling relaxed, feeling pretty good. Did my meditations today, got them done, went for a short stroll, but really couldn't have gone for a long walk or anything. Just the energy levels just really aren't there for that. But feeling relaxed, very, very relaxed in my body, and feeling pretty good now, especially that it's the end of day 5 and there's only another 48 hours left of the fast. So I feel like I'm in the home straight now, which is really good feeling. And I feel like my body's been getting a lot of healing and it's been doing a lot of good now. One of the things that happens with a fast is for the first 3 days you're basically burning up all the glucose in the system because you're not putting any more glucose in, and that's what your brain runs on, that's what your body runs on. But after the 3 days, pretty much that's all burnt up. There's no more sugar in your bloodstream, you've run out of glucose in your system. But the body's a very, very clever mechanism or thing, and what it actually does is it switches its fuel from glucose to ketones, which is burning up the fat, then burning up the fat cells and things like that. And it's also extremely clever that it will burn up the least needed things first. So it will burn up dead cells first, or dying cells. It will burn up tumors. So that's why fasting is one of the most powerful things for anyone with, some like serious conditions. People have tumors, things like that. We'll start to burn up the tumors and get them out of the system. So that's one of the things. After about day 3, it switches to burning the ketones, and that's kind of a new thing for me, because I've done 3-day fast before. I've done 6-7 day juice cleanses where I've just pure juice, pure vegetable juice and little fruit juice, things like that. And that's a different story, because you're still getting a lot of nutrients in, you're still getting sugars in. And I thought this was going to be similar, but no, it's a new experience where my body's just running on ketones, really, on the fat, and it affects the brain differently, it affects the body differently, and I'm just adjusting to it, really. My brain's working differently, and it's an interesting experience for sure. But what I would say is I don't recommend that anyone watching this go ahead and do a 7-day fast. At no time am I recommending that. It's something that, especially a 7-day fast, should be done under supervision. It should be done, unless you're like really experienced, it definitely be done under supervision. And go to a centre, a fasting centre, or something like that, where they've got doctors there that are experienced in this and test you and things like that. You could start with a 1-day fast. I'm sure that would be fine to do at home for most people, for sure. There are conditions that you definitely want to take care of. If you have diabetes, if you have hypoglycemia or hyperglycemia, these are things that affect the blood sugar levels. And when you're fasting, your blood sugar levels definitely get affected. So consult a physician about this. The thing is, your doctor is not going to really know anything about fasting. 99% of them don't anyway, so they'll tell you anything. But I would recommend going to a centre, or start off by just doing 1 day. But if you have any conditions, go to your doctor, go to an expert, a professional in fasting. Or start with juicing. Start with a juice cleanse. Do a 1-day juice cleanse. Do a 3-day juice cleanse where you're just taking your juicer. You're just taking vegetable fruit juices. That's a fantastic cleanser, but it is a different story to fasting, because you're not switching from the glucose to the ketones. It's an interesting experience. So fasting isn't to be taken lightly. It is a serious thing, and it's a very, very powerful healing modality. Very, very powerful, and it can reverse many conditions where nothing else has worked. Nothing else in allopathic medicine or natural medicine or herbal medicine has worked, or even juice fasting or juice feasting, whatever. Fasting has worked. So it is something that's very, very powerful, and at the same time it has to be respected and it has to be taken care of. So that is what I'd like to share with you today. Okay, so Take care, and make sure you have a look tomorrow, and I shall tell you about day 6. Okay, take care, bye bye.